Fucking Scarface ones there, man.
Fake agent interviews.
Yeah. All right, I'm fucking out.
Oh, I wish that was on video. It is.
Mate, what's going on there?
Hi guys, welcome to the Full-Time Devils podcast. I'm Adam McKola. Today I am joined by Jay, Marty, James Young and Andy Tate, who has just broke the chair, as you have seen if you're on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, then that's a reason to get onto YouTube and check this out. And make sure you're checking us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify and Audio Boom as well. We're in just ahead of the Chelsea game, just after the Norwich game. So we're all feeling good at the moment, I believe.
Yeah, really feeling good and happy. Amazing what a football couple of results can do for you. Walking into work with a swagger and a happy smile, isn't it?
A happy smile? What other kind of smiles are there, Andy? Is there a sad smile? What's a sad smile look like?
Go on, Andy. Show us a sad smile.
Maybe the Joker could do a sad smile, I don't know.
This podcast already is just fucking gone through a looking glass.
Mate,
Andy doing sad smiles.
Welcome to James.
Was it
sat on a seesaw?
2 weeks ago, you were just talking about Phoenix Knights, weren't you, for like half the episode?
Yeah.
You're so shit after.
that was the international break after we had
fair.
lost against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Couldn't blame anybody. Welcome to the podcast, James. Thanks for joining us. You have been on the channel before, so you're not new to the channel. But
Well, probably new for people that only listen to this podcast. Like I've only been on this channel. To
I
be
feel
fair.
sorry for if there's people that only listen to this podcast.
Yeah, I mean I've only been on like previews and that sort of thing. So I'm not like if you think you're a regular to the channel and you've never seen me before, that's probably why.
Well, if they're a regular to the channel and they've not seen you before, they're not a regular to the channel.
Well, they're not.
Picking holes in everything that
Yeah.
these guys are saying. You're taking no prisoners, are you?
Not today.
Yeah.
If they're just
I am in
passing,
a mood
Smile,
today.
and if you're regular,
I phoned Jay at like 8 o'clock in the morning, like, fucking got an idea today, Jay. We're
Mate,
sorting this ship out.
he's always on the ball, Adam.
I'm not always. Sometimes I'm on the ball. Other times I talk.
Well, you
balls.
both have got to be on the ball,
Well,
haven't you?
you can listen to Talking Balls with Kyle and Gaz every weekday from
Mate,
6
I
to
was
8.
thinking there'd be one day we'd get through a show without hearing how Gaz is on fucking BBC. James comes along.
Well, I've got to plug it because I'm on there like once a week now as well.
everyone is anyone here not been on Talking Balls?
And
I
Abdul.
haven't.
I had Gaz's job once.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had it when he went.
I
to
haven't got it. I've
Netherlands.
never been on it yet.
Have you not really?
No.
Mate, you must be the only one in Manchester who's not.
You have? I phoned you on it, you joker.
Oh God, yeah, for 5 minutes.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about in the studio, you pleb.
That's not what I didn't mean
I've
that
not been in
either.
the studio. I've just been on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm either Jay from Earlham or
I'm James.
from
I'm
Salford.
right. I'm
Or Jay
James
from
I'm-
Full-Time Devils.
Yeah.
I'm James from Withenshaw. I've got no relation to Withenshaw
You sound like
whatsoever.
you're from Withenshaw.
Andy from Ancoats,
Ancoats.
innit?
Up and coming Ancoats.
Oh yeah,
Property
very
in
posh
Ancoats,
New
mate, it's
Islington
decent,
now.
Mate, now. You get to buy up some of them dilapidated buildings up there now.
Jesse Lingard's got 2 apartments round there from
That's
what
what
I've
I mean,
heard.
mate. It's a place to be. Eh? It's not just
that-
brass gas around there.
Is that where you have to get sent to live when you don't get any goals or assists?
Ancoats.
Is that what happens?
If your business is going down and losing money, that's what I've heard from him.
That's daft though, because every startup business loses money in the first year. Every startup business.
Yeah, but to be fair, like, I don't know many people that were buying his stuff.
well, I do, not me.
Yeah.
but a
Oh,
lot
right,
of
sorry, I
what you
wouldn't
don't
put you on
understand
about-
is like I've got a little sister, and her friends don't watch football, but they wear Jesse Lingard clothes. It's like I don't think we realise because we are Manchester United fans that go to the game every week. We don't realise the impact that these lot have culturally as well. Like Raheem Sterling, outside of football, he is a massive star, and I think a lot of these players are outside of football massive stars. And Jesse Lingard is, whether you like it or not, he's another one of these guys that kids look up to, and yeah.
It just looks like really shit swag to me. His merchandise. It's
I
just
don't
like
know, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm nearly 40, so I don't really know what's down with the kids are down with. But like you were saying, Maka, about he's lost a bit of money, but in terms of how much money he's got, I don't think he's going to be worrying.
Every
about
company
those.
will make a loss in the first year, and he would have. I'm not defending his clothing brand.
I do think the whole thing was blown out of proportion a little bit.
Yeah, Georgie Best had his own place on Deansgate.
He had a shop with Mike Sullivan in
he had his
there.
own crisps, George Best.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah.
selling sausages.
He was also
endorsing.
slinging sausage as well everywhere. Hey, go on, Georgie. Rest in peace. God bless his
I think
soul.
that arena thing as well. I remember Lingard posted that like memorial of like the arena attack, and it had like his logo on the thing, and everyone like attacked him for it, like personally, as if it was like him that ran his own.
Yeah, it's like when it
media
happened
account.
with Phil Jones as well.
Yeah.
The music one, he had
Yeah.
PJ4 at the bottom.
He's not sat at home tweeting.
But Tom Cleverley had it TC23 when he first come
I
through.
remember when Scotland had a go at him about that, and he bit, and he like did an explanation of it.
He took his Twitter account down.
Yeah. He probably said it's really got to me that.
That's
I
one
don't
of
mind it.
That's
The
one
only
of
one-
Andy Tate's famous line, and I twittered him for that.
What?
About
Sweated him for
Cleverley.
that.
Sweated
Cleverley, yeah. Sweated him for
What
that.
was the line you said? And
Oh,
Cleverley,
Cleverley is a poor player, and I sweated him for that.
you know, no abuse, no nothing like that.
I remember this. I remember actually.
You are a poor player, and you don't deserve to wear the shirt.
No abuse. Just ripping his career apart.
I just twittered him, telling him he shouldn't be playing
Sweating him.
football.
Hey,
He was helped by a very good set of players, though. To be fair, it was
Tom
Cleverley.
Cleverley?
If he was in his team now, he'd be.
No,
like,
he's a good footballer.
Where's he?
Pass
Villa-
and move,
Villa
pass
now,
and
isn't
move.
he?
He's a good
nah, he's at
footballer.
Watford.
Watford still. I thought he was at Villa.
He's doing well at Watford as well. I think
Going down.
a lot of people get confused between like you can be a very good footballer and not make it at Man United.
Yeah,
Like
but
Man United is do you know what I mean? It's the pinnacle. Like
People forget as well, like the amount of, I mean, we're already in that range now, but because the channel's been around long enough, where we've predicted young players, they're going to smash it, they're going to do that.
I said, Paddy McNair
Both
and
with
Tyler
Jackson,
Blackwood
Paddy
would win a league.
Both with Jackson, Paddy McNair, two good examples going back a few years ago. I remember being adamant that Terry Cook was going to be the new future Manchester United.
He played against Villa in the 3-1 defeat, didn't he?
Yeah.
What about that Keane?
Nothing with
A
kids.
couple of years ago.
yeah, but
Will.
he got injured against Preston, didn't
No,
he?
Keane or Van Gaal sold
Will
him.
Keane.
Yeah.
Will Keane, yeah, he was up and
Give Marcus
promising.
his chance that injury, didn't it?
Yeah.
But this is what I mean, like, these were played, they've got it. I thought Ryan Sundercliffe would make it. And I think he's I don't know where he is now, he's further down the leagues. He's still playing for professional
Prunier, he's another one.
I can go back even
Who?
further.
There's no way
Prunier.
you remember Prunier.
Prunier wasn't a youth team player.
No.
We brought him in on loan.
Yeah, but to be fair to
And it was just an awful signing.
No, it wasn't.
But there's no way you remember
right,
Prunier.
Prunier got a bad rap because, right, he played 2 games. The first game he played all right. The second game, he was against Spurs, and he got a bad reputation for it.
Well, he does.
Because of I think there was like, someone got sent off or something, right? And what happened was, he got offered an extension on his trial, and he was like, look, I've been playing in League Golf for like whoever, and he sort of told Fergie to piss off a bit. But there's an interesting article actually for these Football Times about him, saying that everyone was wrong about him.
William Prunier.
Plugging
Yeah.
everyone today, ain't he?
I know, you are, like, you're on it.
Old players. I remember.
I'm just amazed how a teenager remembers William Prunier when I'm
don't-
nearly 40.
I don't
I
remember
remember
him.
William Prunier, but not in that depth. I just remember people taking the piss out of
I
him.
remember late 80s, 80, 89, Russell Beardsmore, Lee Sharp breaking through into the first team. And Sharpie went on to bigger and better things,
To
didn't
be
he?
fair, yeah, I always think Russell Beardsmore gets a bad rap.
I thought he was
Yeah.
alright.
Because everyone always says, like, he's terrible. Like, he wasn't. He scored against the Scousers, didn't he, Russell
Oh
Beardsmore?
yeah, I think New Year's Day, 3-1, 89.
But he was the first one. Because don't forget, we bought Lee Sharp. Bought him from Torquay. Russell Beardsmore was literally like the first youngster that came through.
From
under
around my
Fergie.
way, innit? Lee Sharp.
Yeah, he is. He's from Hales Owen.
Cannock. Hales Owen.
Yeah, he's from Hales Owen.
Russell Beardsmore, I think he's at Bournemouth in a youth coach capacity in the community.
He's done a bit on MUC, and I think he only played like 40 odd games.
Yeah.
Taibbi gets a bad rap as well, because his first game against Liverpool, he got man of the match, didn't he?
Who?
Taibbi.
Massimo Taibbi.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
against
he was.
Southampton.
He
and then
came from. Was it Torino at the time, or Parma
Italy.
or something? Anyway, we have been asking for some questions. Let's stop talking about Russell Beardsmore and all that shit.
Peter Davenport.
And William
Oh.
Prunier.
Start dropping now.
We've got a lot of questions in on the old Twitter today. Let's try and find a good one. Someone asked us, what sponsor do you want after Chevrolet?
Aldi. Who
No
cares?
sponsor, how about that?
Never happened. Never happened.
83 Cup final, we didn't have nothing on
91
the
Rotterdam,
sponsors.
no sponsor.
Let's go back to Sharp Electronics.
Sharp's a local company, isn't it? Sharp.
it?
It's Danish, isn't it?
Is
Sharp.
it Danish?
I
thought
don't
it was a
know.
local
I
company.
No,
honestly.
there used to be a big Manchester up near my school. Was it on Fort Road, Oldham Road? Big Sharp Electronics
Is that,
warehouse.
that great squad photo in there in the
Yeah,
mid 80s
it's-
of all the squad with like Sharp Electronics on like.
That's retro,
yeah.
that mate. That's
VHS
very
players and
retro.
all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, bring back Sharp Electronics. That's mine. To
All right, sweet. Andrew
you
Wall
can.
says, when Luke Shaw comes back from injury, do you think that he will still be the number one choice at left back following the emergence of Brandon Williams?
Yes, I do, but he
Yeah.
shouldn't be. I think he will, but I don't think he should be, if that makes sense to people. I would have Brandon Williams
It's nice to have competition. So
I've
yeah,
made my thoughts
he
on
will,
Luke
but
Shaw
yeah,
pretty clear.
it's going to keep him on edge. So to have two players fighting for that position is going to be good.
I think
Not just two, there's Ethan Laird as well.
Well, like I say, we need healthy competition for each position.
I don't even think Luke Shaw should be like second or third choice.
No, I think after that injury he had against PSV, I don't think he's been the same player since.
No, I think that goes without saying, but I don't think I'd go as far as you saying he shouldn't be second, third choice. I think he's done enough to still be in the squad. I just think he needs competition. I think what he probably needs the most is competition.
Would you have Tuanzebe over him?
At left back, no.
You wouldn't.
Because you know why? I don't want Tuanzebe to do well for a season at left back and just become a left back.
No.
The guy is a quality centre half.
competition.
Right, no, that's fair enough.
Do you know
Luke
what I
Shaw was
mean?
player of the season last year, wasn't he?
I know, but I just
No.
see we've had this on before. He says Pogba, I say Lindelof.
Lindelof was nowhere near player of the
He
year.
was.
Nowhere near.
He was our most consistent
Nowhere
player.
near. He just surprised you the most.
No, but he was our most consistent
He
player.
surprised you the most.
Yeah, and he was also
For
our
what,
most
3
consistent.
months at the back end? Our most consistent player was Paul Pogba.
What about like
Without a
under
doubt.
Mourinho where he just stopped playing?
Who?
Pogba towards
The
the
whole
end.
team stopped playing.
Yeah,
man.
but
I
that's my
hate
point.
that
You
shit.
were saying consistency, right? So-
He's fucking not playing. Of course he's playing. Mourinho was just shit at the end. Right. Do you think United will invest in January? Says Ben Lewis.
No.
In the front line, he's actually said.
Yeah, they're going to have to, definitely, because you're going to... Much as now this little international break has helped Rashford, Martial's back, you're going to need a little bit of cover because there's a big Christmas programme coming up as well, consistent games and maybe little FA Cups coming round the corner. We get the second half of the season, Europa League as well. You're going to need some cover, definitely midfield as well.
There's been talk about Mandzukic, there's been talk about a young midfielder from Lille.
I don't get Mandzukic.
Boubakary
at all, right?
Samari.
I don't get
Link.
Mandzukic because Woodward gave that interview right to Mitten, and he was saying like United are going for young, hungry players and all of this stuff, and Mandzukic just goes against that completely.
No, but
There's no experience.
But that's like you
They've
can't
not
just have
replaced
a
Herrera.
team of
but
23s.
We can't have players like Mandzukic who are going to come in and be okay for.
Besides
like,
the point of whether it's Mandzukic or not, just because we have said we're going to sign young, hungry players, it doesn't mean you can't complement the squad with the right experienced players.
Yeah, but
Mandzukic... just because if we sign an experienced player, he comes to, Ali's he's not doing what he said because he signed an maybe we need experience.
Yeah, but we've been experienced before. Look at like Schweinsteiger, Sanchez, none of them worked out.
But that's like
you've
you
got
can't
to get the
not
right
sign.
players.
You'd never sign another player if you just had one bad signing and you were just like, all right,
Like
we can't sign
Larson was
anymore.
experience. He was a good example of experience that worked out for a brief period. My only issue with Mandzukic is if he comes in, and I think expectations may be a little skewy because he's not going to get you loads of goals, Mario Mandzukic. I don't mind that signing, if I'm being honest.
He gets
Because
double figures every season, by the way.
He doesn't.
He does.
Yeah,
He won't.
he's not played in the
Double
squad.
figures
He's not
most
in the Champions
seasons.
League squad.
He's not. Like,
He has
I
double
thought
figures
he scored
most
like 5
seasons.
goals last season or something.
Well, if you get him in
And now he's
January,
33.
100% gets. Look, I don't know whether Mandzukic is the man or not.
I think
That's
it's a
my
bit of a-
point.
But
is
what
that
I'm saying
people
is,
expect a
just
lot
because
from
we
him.
sign an experienced player, it doesn't mean we've gone against the
Yeah,
fucking.
but that's,
No, I'm not
what
saying
I
that.
was,
Do you know what I
what I
mean?
was saying was that Mandzukic is one of those players that could come in, cost a lot the club in wages, get injured,
he's
and then
dropped
how's
his
he
wage
play?
demands, allegedly.
His birthday's a day before mine.
Right.
Well, he's 33, 34. Zlatan's 39.
Oh yeah. Oh.
You know what I mean?
What?
10,
Go on,
10
pussy,
in
go
all
on.
competitions.
Just tell
10
me
in all
again.
competitions.
Tell me again.
11 in all competitions.
Tell me again how I'm right.
13 in all competitions.
Tell me again how I'm right.
So he scores like 1 in 4.
The last time he scored less than 10 goals,
Yeah.
James weren't even born yet.
What year was that?
2010.
Piss off, mate. 2010. Mate, I'd been to Old
James was
Trafford
watching
in
William Prunier when he was in the right. Like, don't give it that. James was watching Peter Davenport before his dad was born.
Right, no,
His first word is William
Right,
Prunier.
the reason why I know all this like random shit is right.
It's good,
Right. When people were kids, right, they'd watch like kids TV or whatever. My dad would just stick like the 93, 94 double season on VHS, and I just watched that. So
Mate, I was at the games when William Prunier played. I can't barely remember him.
Remember when was it? We lost to Tottenham 4-1 and he was in
New
that
Year's Day.
game, wasn't he? Yeah.
Jay was a major druggie at that point.
No, that was before my heyday. I was only 14.
drinking
No,
cider.
I don't
White
think- I think
Lightning.
I just started
Of
on the cider,
2020.
yeah. But I wasn't like, I wasn't in my heyday.
Urmston, massive.
Let's not go there. Feels like AA when I'm on this channel.
Nah, sure. I think we've got someone as you know how I just remember random weird
Autistic.
things. I think he's joined me on the panel.
Yeah, you're like bad for it. Because I can't remember things. I can't remember games. I remember like certain games, but he's really like on the ball with it.
94, I
But
remember
he
that. The Charlton Athletic. Schmeichel got sent off. Les Seeley came on, God rest him.
I remember that.
And United went into overdrive.
Mark Hughes went in midfield and he had a mincer.
Andre Konchelsky
Carl Leoburn
minced
played
them.
for Charlton.
Absolutely spit roasted him.
They had the Stretford Paddock, the Charlton fans. Because I used to stand there, but I got moved.
Who was it? What game was it when we had that keeper and he only played like 2 minutes or something right at the end?
Nick Culkin.
Nick
Arsenal
Culkin,
away.
that's the one, yeah.
Come on against Arsenal, didn't it? Yeah.
After Raymond van der Haal got
I worked with
in the
Nicky Culkin once.
Did you?
Played football with him.
Really?
I think it was me.
He's
and
literally had the shortest
me and
debut
Crawler, Clayton Blackmore. You know, loads of United legends.
Clayton Blackmore, Sunbed.
Picking up these names that you dropped. in
Clayton
there,
Blackmore,
kid.
Sunbed.
At the MUTV,
He could
Matthew
still
there.
whip a free kick in the top bins. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I've always found it funny.
Talking
though.
about Crawler, he's got his last fight coming up soon.
Come on, Ant.
Apparently, he wants to come on here, but
Mate, don't get me started, right?
his actions don't suggest that.
If you're listening, I've spoken to him. We know him, don't we? He says he will come on here, but it's been like... Obviously, he's training now.
Now is the time. You got a fight to promote.
Come on, Ant.
Come on, get in Don King
Champ.
mode.
He's a champ.
Be great to see him have a last.
I think he's scared of losing
Manchester.
minus 10 top red points from coming on here.
Mate,
He gains top red points if
Yeah.
he comes on here.
do you know what I mean? Don't worry about
They're going UFC next, won't
that. Who's he fighting?
That's why it's good. You just want to see him win, don't you?
You do, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like when he fought, what's his name? Dow Jordan, is it? Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah, you just wanted, that was like...
It's not like Tyson Fury going into WWE, is it? Oh, I think.
It's funny story. Me and my dad sat watching WWF yesterday. It's weird. Cause like he was like, I remember I had to record this for you. Come down at 3 o'clock in the
Really?
morning and stick the VHS on.
Mate, see, I was never really into it.
Hulk Hogan, Ultimate
I was watching
Warrior.
WrestleMania 17, Stone Cold versus The Rock. It's pretty nice.
Stone Cold, yeah.
Stone Cold is the greatest of all time.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Not a clue.
He might be better than Ronaldo.
Rowdy Roddy Piper, that's who I remember.
My grandma.
British Bulldog, I
My
remember
grandma used to have a poster
He
of
was from
Ultimate
Wigan.
Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior, yeah.
Hey, David Boy Smith, he was from Wigan.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was showing me them. What was it? Big Daddy A-Stacks.
That's it.
Big Daddy, that's the 80s English one.
Yeah, they were English. He was like,
Giant
I went
A-Stacks.
like, ain't they English? Ain't they American?
Giant
Indian?
A-Stacks,
Ain't they
yeah.
American? And he was
They
like,
used to
"Nah, they're
wrestle
English."
World of Sport in the 80s, and this is me showing my age now.
You didn't need to say that. Sean,
Bellevue.
right?
Bellevue,
Really?
yeah.
Where the-
Bellevue.
where the
yeah,
race
when it was
track is.
My dad was
open.
going. His mate used
Late
to have a-
70s, early 80s, Saturday afternoon, World of Sport. Little old grannies beating the wrestlers up. Big Daddy there protecting them.
Yeah, big fat lads they were, weren't they?
Yeah, they looked after themselves.
Yeah, they did.
Athletes.
Proper athletes. Someone asked before we start, before the people at home that want to hear about football start going mad.
For our international audience.
At
that have already
Shameless
switched off.
Season says, is Aaron Wan-Bissaka the best player of all time or just the best player since World War II? Good question.
Andy, you were around before World War II.
James was.
Honestly, yeah.
James was watching Billy Meredith make
At the
his debut
moment.
in 1894.
At the moment, he's the best. Like you say, in the position in the Premier League, he's the best. Last 2 seasons, yeah.
Is he as good as Charlie Mitten was in his heyday, James?
He hasn't been to South America, so I can't compare.
How good is Aaron Wan-Bissaka been on a serious note, though, James?
No, he is good, yeah.
In terms of, like,
to be
50 million as well, like.
We've been waiting for that type of player for ages. Like since we've had like people covering that sort of position, like Young and Valencia, that aren't like proper fullbacks, and then Wan-Bissaka's came in this season. Like it doesn't take like back to that Woodward interview that he was doing. He was we've got this supercomputer to decide what type of players we want. It doesn't take a supercomputer to make you look at players like Wan-Bissaka and go, right, we need to sign him.
Yeah,
He's on Match of the Day every week.
He went through like a database,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah.
1,500 players, then they got it down to 4, and then they got it down to him. And it's like you said, anyone who watches Match of the Day or who has a passing interest in football would know that of the available
If you remember
right backs, he's the best one.
The
Easily.
2-3 game and Matic scored.
Yeah, he was
Wan-Bissaka
like man of
was
the match, wasn't he?
Yeah.
This is what I mean. You talked about the other week when Sim Fosu Mensah went over there on loan, and was playing at right back, and then Wan-Bissaka came through, and that was the end of that.
It's just going forward. He has to improve his game a bit, innit? Because
I think that's a bit of a.
that'll come in time.
I hear what you're saying in terms of final delivery, but like some of the
Valencia.
things that he did the other day, winning the ball, high up, passing it on very quickly,
really
like
good.
it helps to set up attacks as well. And I think
Everett was like that. He could swing in across. You know what I mean? So that'll come in time.
I've always said, I know it's early doors, but for me, Wan-Bissaka looks like he could fit into
getting used
even
to
one of our
teammates.
best ever teams. I think he wouldn't look out of place in it. If you put him in the 99 team, I don't think he looks like out of his depth.
Is he as good as
And
Wes Brown?
No, I love Wes Brown. I won't have-
Yeah,
I won't have
would
that.
City would cry out for him now? You know what I mean?
If they got it right, Matt.
I don't know, because they're
Kyle
all over the
Walker's still-
place, aren't they?
Kyle Walker's still doing his job.
there was a question as well. I want to find the name of it, but this was a question because someone mentioned this. Was it Gaz who mentioned it on the a preview that he could possibly do a right centre back role?
Oh
in the
yeah,
three,
someone like
and allow Diogo Dalot to play wing back. Is that a position you'd want to see him in, or do you think you just keep him in his same position?
For me, he's an outstanding right back. I've said, me and you speaking the other week about this, and I think he's like genuinely world class.
Stick
So
to
I'd
what
keep
you
him
know.
there. I'd keep him there.
Stick to what you
I
know.
think we should be fixing
That
the
was
left back
Theo,
position.
by the way, who asked me that.
Fixing the left back position, not now we've got someone who's mint in a position, let's move him. No, let's get the left back position sorted, and then hopefully maybe like you were saying earlier, Axel can be Harry Maguire's long term partner. You've got a back four there, back five, if counting De Gea, that's fucking
What happened to Fosu Mensah? Because he was like...
He had a massive injury.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And he just had bad luck as well
Yeah.
in terms of moves, in terms of getting dropped 5-0. I think.
Do you remember that Spurs game
Right.
he played brilliantly?
He was West Ham away a few years ago.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
amazing.
Even the game where Rashford scored twice against Arsenal, he was good in that game as well.
Mate.
You're someone that's watched a lot of players coming up, the Busby Babes, Class of
Obviously,
92,
yeah.
etc., etc.
I'm just living in another life for someone else. So.
Crawford asked, is Greenwood actually ready for the first team, or are we as fans overhyping him and forcing this status on him?
I don't think it's sensible that we're if we're putting this much pressure on him. And if
But
you
are
look,
we?
I think some people are. Yeah, I mean,
How?
It didn't help in like the pre-season tour, for example, when he was putting in goals against Perth Glory, whatever, and everyone was billing him up as this like next big thing. I think the thing is with Greenwood, you need experienced players around him for him to do well. And if you look at like Hansen said you won't with anything with kids or whatever, and everyone mocked him, but he was right. 'Cause if you look at that squad, we had experienced players in that team, so it wasn't just young players. You still had players like was it Pallister was still in that squad?
Pallister, Bruce, Michael
yeah.
Keane. You're right.
Exactly.
That
Robbo
gets overlooked.
was Robbo
Yeah.
still hanging around?
No,
Nah, he gone by
Robson
then.
had gone
94,
yeah.
Well, Eric as well
Yeah.
came back in October. But you're right, I completely agree. I think everyone's got carried away with the Class of 92
I
idea.
think he'll
They
do
won it
well.
on their own.
I think he will do well, but we need to sign another striker.
I don't think he's overhyped, though.
I don't think he's overhyped.
I think the reason the hype's around him is because his numbers are under 23, under 18 level are generational. Like,
I mean, that
there's not many players that get that
watches
kind of numbers.
and under 18s,
And then he's come
and
in.
he's good.
And he's come in, men's football, scored a few goals, not even played that well. I think there's a reason to be excited, but also, you see Ollie, he's not forcing it too soon. So I think that's kind of tempering the expectation.
The Class of 92 is a myth anyway, because everyone, like, the brand that they've got, it's like, oh, everyone came through at the same time, all these, like, 12 players. It's bollocks, because, like, Neville made...
Why are we talking about the
like,
Class of
Neville made his debut way before Scholes did, against, like, was it Torpedo Moscow that he was against?
I saw you know.
Yeah.
Right. And then Scholes was, like, 95, 96. Giggs was playing, like, in Division 1.
But they play. No, Giggs came through very earlier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But Nicky Butt, Neville, not Phil, Beckham, Robbie Savage, etc. played together in that Class of 92 in the That's why they're called the Class of 92. And Giggs was still flirting around with that team. That's why they're called the Class of 92. I understand what you're saying in terms of we hear this branding and all that. And let's be real. Really, only 3 of them were great players.
Don't get me started on the Phil
Gary Neville's not a great
Phil-
player. Phil Neville's not a great
I
player.
disagree on the Neville
Nicky
front.
Butt was a very good player. He was the best of them 3. But he was not a great player. Beckham, great player. Scholes, great player. Giggs, great player. Gary Neville was the best right back around. But was he a great footballer?
I think he's a little bit underrated, Gary Neville.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think because everyone goes on about he had Beckham in front of him, which I get, but
He give his all.
That's a right
Without a
back.
doubt, they
He
all
was
give their all.
just so consistent.
That's the thing, right? With Ashley Young, like people always give him like loads of shit, and like me included. I remember in a previous said I hate him. And I take that back.
You're related to him, aren't you, James?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. We're so similar in terms of ethnicity. Right, Ashley Young, right? Because he tries his hardest every week. It's not his fault he keeps on getting picks like all the time.
This is what I
It's not his
you know.
fault. He keeps getting.
It's not his fault.
No.
Are you kidding me?
No, to be fair though.
Well, he is right. He's not going to say.
He's-
He's not going to say,
Yeah.
boss.
No,
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah,
pick
I don't
me, I'm not
question
gonna
his
do
Oh
it.
commitment.
shit, I am.
But
I don't
you
want to play
see
box,
it,
I'm not good enough.
He did a tackle Sunday on an Norwich player that could have been a red
I'm not
card.
saying he's a good player. I'm
And
just
and
saying.
he's trying to go, oh, no. He makes silly tackles sometimes.
He's trying his hardest.
33-year-old.
What I
yeah.
love about Ashley Young is when he gives the ball away and bollocks someone else. That's proper captaincy material.
From when like birds shut in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done something to him now.
But like that first
Could have
season,
been so
he was
different
good.
for Ashley Young, you know. If we'd have won, I know it's ifs and buts. If Aguero hadn't scored that goal, everyone would have loved Ashley Young because he had a mincer in that run up.
Remember that 8-2 against Arsenal? He
And
played
Two
great.
against Tottenham as well, and then one against I think it was Blackburn as well.
Well, he was a bit of a diver though, wasn't he?
Who?
Ashley Young.
Oh,
Like,
the diving scenario that season, yeah, he dived against
QPR at home.
QPR,
Yeah.
He's
he
a good
dived
diver
in the
though,
match
isn't he?
previous, but fuck it, we were chasing the
I
title,
don't
weren't
think
we?
James dived on the weekend. I just think he's quite weak, so he gets pushed over a bit easily.
I think when you're that quick as well, you come out. You're a little not when you're that quick. Speak from experience.
Be a young player of the month, James.
But
He's
by the
doing
way,
well.
though, I criticised him during the Liverpool. Well, I praised him after the Liverpool game, but I had a little moan about the second half when he could have put Rashford in,
Really, James?
and he did that. Like it was like sometimes we kind of forget that these players are new teammates, so they're going to learn new things about each other. And like I imagine maybe they watched that game back against Liverpool. Daniel James saw there was a number of moments where he could have picked out Rashford and just didn't make that pass. For the second goal, he makes that pass. Rashford's in, is the perfect pass. He also made a similar pass to Martial in the second half, and Martial, it was a save from Krul at the near post. But he found that pass, so hats off to him. He's finding the quality ball as well. Whereas earlier on this season, he kind of had all the pace, getting into the right positions. The final ball wasn't there. He's finding the final ball as well now, which is great. All of our signings have been good, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but arguably our three best players.
They're quite obvious signings though, aren't they? To be fair, like, I'm giving him credit for signing them, but like it didn't take a genius to decide that those were like especially James. To be fair, wasn't like one that we made aware of. I didn't realize how good he was, but like Wan-Bissaka and Maguire were quite obvious.
I think
signings.
the difference is with Ollie as well, and this is something he might live or die by, is where with Mourinho, from what we gather, he'd have accepted a signing before he wasn't going to get another signing. So with Fred, for example, he obviously didn't rate Fred, but he got him because he wasn't going to get a different midfielder. Where Ollie's made his like priorities, and if I don't get them, then we wait. And I think there's a bit of value in that, but it's just whether
I still
we can
think it was
sit
crazy
out.
though, selling Lukaku and Sanchez and not doing anything.
Of course
there.
it is. Of course it is.
Letting Sanchez go was not crazy.
No,
Sorry.
I don't
Letting
mean that.
Sanchez
Not
go was
replacing him.
not crazy. Not replacing Sanchez was not crazy.
Why?
What the fuck did he contribute? Tell me one thing he did for us.
I'm just
Don't
saying,
worry. Oh wait.
in that position in terms of
But
squad
just tell
depth,
me. If you, it's like
Spurs FA
saying.
Cup, City away.
It's like saying if Man United had me in the squad and then they let me go tomorrow, they don't need to replace me, bruv. I'm shit.
I don't
It's the
think-
same with
I don't
Alexis
think-
Sanchez.
I don't
He's
think-
shit.
I don't think it's just Sanchez on
Yeah.
his own. I think when you take
Lukaku, I understand.
when you're taking right Sanchez, fair enough. Lukaku though, and people, I don't care. People like Herrera, even Fellaini. There's goals there. There's influence. There's experience, and you're not replacing any of it. It's madness to me. At least like
Replacing Herrera, stupid. Replacing Lukaku, stupid.
Yeah.
But let's not change history with Alexis Sanchez. He stank the place out. He was awful for a long time. He had one good performance in an FA Cup game at Arsenal. And really, we don't miss him. We do not miss him. Mason Greenwood, I think he's already outscored Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah.
Like, do you know, like, what the hell was the point in Alexis Sanchez?
Well, it's a PR stunt, wasn't it?
it was a fucking disaster.
No, it was. It made sense at the time.
At
but,
the
like,
time,
no,
yeah.
we
no, it
don't
was
need to be
moaning about
saying
it,
like
like-
we shouldn't
No,
have
but-
sold him.
no, but
We should have.
Maybe should have kept Mkhitaryan.
And now the geezer's injured.
We haven't even sold him yet, though, have we?
No.
We're paying his fucking wages.
Oh yeah, well, there's
He's out
Smalling
till
as well.
Christmas, isn't he?
Smalling actually been sold, or was he on loan?
He's on
He's
loan.
on loan,
Roma
yeah.
won him permanently, which is fair play.
I don't, you know what? I wish Chris Smalling well, man.
I
how
hope he
shit
does well.
gets. I do.
I'd rather Jones.
I hope he does
was
well
gone.
at Roma.
Yeah. He's already. Yeah,
you see that?
Damn him with faint praise there.
What was it last week? Is it last Thursday? The ball hit him in the face.
And he
got
given
a
a handball.
pelter.
That's such a Chris Smalling thing to happen to, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's just, that is
You
just
see,
classic
did you see
Chris Smalling all over
VAR this season this weekend, German Bundesliga?
I'm sure James does.
You're on
Yeah,
about
the sub.
The players
goal-
stopped
goal,
it from
yeah.
going out and he gives a pelter. What
that
the
was going to be my
fuck?
Wally of the week. Not to the ref, to the player.
VAR, it's quality, innit?
For those that don't understand Andy's interpretation of what happened in the Bundesliga, there was a player warming up behind the goal.
Yeah.
The opposition had a shot.
Right, because I've not seen this
It
myself.
went miles wide.
Right,
Could have had 2 goals next to each other. It would have went wide.
right.
The sub warming up has stopped the ball from fully going out behind the goal.
Right.
But as he stopped it, it was still a millimetre in play. And because it was in the 18-yard box, the referee's given a penalty
Right,
and
okay.
booked him.
Right.
So I imagine it was quite natural if a ball's coming your way at that
Yeah.
speed, you kind of just, here you go.
Yeah.
It did the keeper a favour. The keeper
Yeah.
didn't have to run around getting the ball,
Yeah.
didn't have to bring the ball boy into play.
Yeah.
The game's
But
gone.
because it was just it, it's realistically it's the right decision.
Well, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking is like, if the rules are the rules, should they not be adhered to? Because when you start interpreting the rules, is that not where
Thing is,
problems
though,
start?
if that happened in a Premier League match, would it all kick off?
No, because if that's the rule, you then can't say, but there's no buts.
This is what I'm saying. If that is the rule and it's adhered to as a rule, there's no interpretation or grey area. It's if you break this rule, this is what will happen.
Like offside,
Then-
like you were
then
talking
you can
about
have it.
daylight
That was
the
against
other
the
week.
Scousers, they'd be going off their heads.
Who
I'm
gives a
telling you.
fuck? The fact is, it was the correct decision. Whether you like that rule or not,
It's like with the whole offside thing, right? And there's these lines that we saw with Sterling's goal
Yeah.
against West Ham and everything and all this shit. I get it. It is, it is nitpicking, and this is why people don't like VAR and all that. But again, it's that thing. If that's the rule, then that's what you do.
What is daylight?
Do you know what I mean?
People saying like daylight.
daylight isn't a rule anymore.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but that's
what
what I'm saying. Though.
growing
People
up.
saying it should go back to daylight. Well, what is daylight? It's interpretive.
You
then.
don't. You can.
Yeah, futsal
You can
Sunday,
remember
the
Nobby
audio
Styles'
was being
debut, but
played,
you can't
wasn't it?
remember daylight.
No, I
James?
remember it. I'm just saying, like
Daylight
it's-
was,
it's
so if there was a
interpretive. I know what it is. I'm just saying. I just don't.
So what
it's
are you on about,
All
then?
I'm saying is, like, when you interpret daylight, it's not like a specific thing, is it?
It is!
It's not.
Right,
It
if
is!
you
Look,
if you
shall I
see
show you?
daylight,
Look.
Right.
if you see daylight, for
Right.
those listening,
Yeah.
Adam McKola's now walked
Daylight
over
between me and
to
you.
James.
Yeah.
Now there isn't daylight.
Yeah, but
But
it's,
he's doing a visual demonstration
if
of
we're
what
talking
daylight
like
is.
millimeters, then what is it?
Like, I think the thing, right, is
I think daylight's better
yeah,
because we're not talking
that is
about
an advantage.
We're
yeah.
not talking about if I've got size 11s, he's got size 8s. My foot's bigger than his, so I'm naturally going to be ahead of him. Even if we're in line, I'm still going to be ahead of you. My willy's longer than his, playing me offside. Know what I mean? Luis Suarez's teeth could literally make him
You'd
offside.
see
these
for
days.
offside, he could.
Innit?
Yeah.
They literally could.
It's madness, innit? There's no advantage there.
VAR could rule Luis Suarez offside for his teeth because you can score with them.
Yeah,
So that song is actually factually correct.
I think we've found the title for this podcast.
Right, moving on to the Chelsea game.
What's going on with Andy Tate? Saying, control this podcast.
I
None of this
love
nonsense and
I
visual
love this
demonstration
game.
of daylight.
Do you want to take the League Cup seriously? I do.
I can't remember what I said earlier on in the preview. I want to be consistent in my answer.
You said yeah.
Yeah. Listen, we're all about silverware at this club. People forget that. And even in the post-Fergie malaise that we've had, with Malady even, we've done all right with
Three
trophies.
cups. We've done three
Yeah,
cups.
not the three most important cups, granted, but we've won trophies. And as a youngster, as James will remember in the League Cup final in 91, 92, he was there.
See what we got beat by Sheffield Wednesday.
That was 1990-91, by the way, Sheffield
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, 92 is where we beat Forest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In
Shockey
Rumbles.
scored the winner.
Either way.
Yeah. Anyway, those results, even going more recently, the Zlatan winner, as we were talking about earlier, against Southampton.
Spurs.
Yeah, it's good to win. It's a trophy. And I think it could buy Ollie a bit of breathing space as well.
I'll take any of them 3 cups this season.
It makes laugh, right? Because
Maybe if we get some decent signings in January, we can progress and win a cup.
The only time I really
possibly.
cared about.
You're telling me we finished 5th, win League Cup, Europa League. Fucking hell, that's a get out of jail card. Telling you.
I don't want Europa League though, that's the thing. I wish you could do what you suggested and just not go in it.
Or we just play.
Just not turn up.
Or we just play the kids in every match. Under 23
This is
side.
the problem though, we can't because half our kids are actually in and around the first team. And I think plus as well, if you throw in like 11 children against Partizan Belgrade or whatever, it's not doing them any favours. Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's hurting their career. It's hurting their progress. Just throw them into a game like that. You need to
men
put
against boys, you can't do
You've
that.
got to put some experienced players in there.
If
To
we
win a
qualify,
cup would be great though for the likes of Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah,
Maguire's not won a trophy in his career
Has he
yet.
not? Oh no, of course, yeah.
Do you think that's our best way of qualifying for the Champions League through that competition?
maybe,
The Europa League,
Yeah.
winning it.
if we beat Partizan at home, then it's put to bed with 3 games to go, and that's it. You can concentrate on
just don't- I just don't like us saying-
I don't think it is. In terms of, if we win the Europa League,
Yeah.
we fuck off the league. That's not good for my mental well-being.
That was a problem. Do you remember Jose?
Yeah.
Do you remember how
Right.
depressing that? See, because it was great at the end, and Stockholm was really nice, and
know what, though?
the League Cup final in Fred was nice. But between that, it was like
Also-
every
You know what?
weekend.
He rolled his luck there as well, Jose, didn't he? Do you remember Celta Vigo?
Yeah. Well, I was just
last
going to say that. They
minute.
hit the
Yeah.
post, didn't they?
That
Yeah.
old fella.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, he's
yeah,
playing
yeah.
for City.
Yeah, I remember.
Guidetti.
Yeah,
if he'd
Guidetti,
have
yeah.
scored,
We
mate,
had a
it would have been the
chance.
season over.
We had a chance to get in the top 4. It was like a lunchtime kick-off in 2017. We played Bournemouth, and we missed the penalties last time
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And that
Yeah, 'cause he had that
that
fight,
was
didn't
a
he?
chance to get into the top
Tyrone
4
Mings.
Yeah.
and cement a place, and we didn't take it. And
It was
Adam's got a point.
every time someone would drop points around us, we'd drop points. Every time that was
Jose started doing that thing as well, right? Of just being Jose, and it's like he had a point to prove. Like, I'm not going for the league anymore. I'm going for the Europa.
There were-
It's like
I wanted Jose to get sacked at the end, and rightly so, I feel. Even he's admitted it. But, like, when you look back at it now, like,
I did like
yesterday
him. I
was
did
the
like
anniversary
him.
of
I did
that
like him. That's
moment
what I mean,
against
that-
Spurs, and the Europa League celebrations, and Juventus celebrate. Like,
Yeah.
there were moments where you really thought,
I mean, for the TV
Jose's our
regs, it was
bastard.
great.
Yeah.
For
And
the-
then he's turned on us.
Yeah.
I thought I always had a soft spot for Jose, but that's because he was.
Even Anderlecht rode the luck against us, though, didn't they? Remember that went to extra time, that game, didn't it?
That was a long night. That. Getting home at 12 o'clock, that was a long night.
Last time got injured, didn't he?
Can't remember.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Rashford got a winner in extra
Yeah.
time.
Zlatan Doniz.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean,
Right, Wallies of the weeks, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a good week for United, so hopefully,
yeah. I think sold a party liners, none of that.
But
Imagine having Tate and Ed Woodward in a room.
Yeah, that'd be an interview.
I reckon Ed Woodward would have him signed up to something.
Yeah.
In
What's
like,
that?
he'd
Can't
be
buy
thinking
me.
like,
Can't buy me.
how can I get? He 100% would buy you. Andy.
Fuck you off.
Let's not beat around the bush here.
fuck off.
If you could quit your job and work with Man United, I'm sorry, but you would, and I wouldn't blame you. I actually wouldn't blame you. So let's just say, like,
Then I'm on the Glazer payroll.
There's nothing.
Fuck
Right, yeah,
off.
but if you got a gig with MUTV, would you take it?
Not MUTV, no,
Why?
because I'm full-time Devils. Like, this is like I don't need to
But
go
come
there.
on.
No,
Working with
why-
Wes
why-
Brown
what's the
every day.
controlled atmosphere.
You wouldn't
in the
get.
club.
I wouldn't get the player gigs.
You're under control. You can't say what you feel.
Yeah, but
You
look at
sign
Homewood,
up for them.
he's doing gigs with
You
Wes Brown
can't
all the
say,
time.
You can't criticise.
Wes Brown's my mate.
Yeah,
I chat to him all the time.
saying.
You
Wes
sign
Brown,
up with
mate.
their media side. You're controlled. You're like a puppet. You can't say what you feel, and you got.
I'd work
sit
with
there.
them,
Yeah,
but I wouldn't work for them.
yeah.
There's a big difference there.
I feel sorry for
exactly.
him because like Homewood's tweets in every single response, you just get loads of Glazer
No,
stuff,
but the
don't you?
thing with Sam is, he's always been a very positive guy.
Yeah.
There used to be points on our previews, and I love Sam to bits. So like, I don't see any harm in him going and doing his thing. Let him go and do his thing. He's always been destined for something like that.
and stuff like that, doesn't it?
But like, he
Channel
has
4
always
music,
been
yeah.
like a very positive guy. And there used to be points in previews where I'd say, right, Sam, this is depressing. It's time for you to liven this shit up. You know what I mean? And he would. That's the kind of guy he is. So I don't think Sam. There may be times where he can't tweet what he's actually feeling, obviously, but I don't think he actually has changed him as a person. That he has to do that. It would change me as a person.
yeah.
I couldn't do it. I'd work with them, not for them.
I worked for him, didn't I? I opened my mouth. I got the sack.
But through MUTV.
No, Manchester United.
He's
Sorry,
a steward,
why
isn't
would
he?
they have me on fucking board again?
Wally of the week.
I'm going for all the MPs in London again. Brexit. I'm just fucking sick of it now.
All of them.
All of it. I'm just sick of hearing it. I want it put to
Just
bed.
call it off, man. Fuck's sake.
Your mate David Scott did a good song about that, didn't he?
Yeah. He's not getting any. No one will play
I'll
it.
tell you what, there was a woman on was it
Riot one.
Morning TV this morning.
Is it the one that's called Riot?
Yeah.
Our kid,
No wonder no one will play it.
I know.
There was a woman. There was a woman, 24 years old, saying over 70s shouldn't have a right to vote. She's talking out of her ass.
Who?
It's a
It
good
was on the
point, though.
TV this morning.
It's a good point.
It was on
They probably don't know what
GMTV
they're
this
doing.
morning.
Probably didn't like.
Oh, our generation is
When you
messed 'cause-
retiring age, you shouldn't be able to vote.
No, but she's going on about the Brexit's going to cost her generation. You got a right to vote, and she's moaning about over 70s haven't got a right. She's talking rubbish.
Yeah, but if you've got dementia, you should
I
be
do
able
get
to
it
vote.
though.
You've got dementia.
I do get it though. You got to, you're making impactful decisions that affect the world.
Why can't I
For a
vote?
long-term period, you're going to be around. Why let a 70-year-old vote and not a 16-year-old? I'll let you think about that one. But this isn't This isn't the show.
This
for it.
isn't like-
Wally of the week.
This isn't the Today Show on
please.
Radio 4.
Wally
by the
of the
way.
weeks.
What's Wally of the week?
Wally of the week.
Wally the week. You know what? It's like there's someone who stood out for you this week as
As
being
being a right Wally.
Who would your Wally of the week be?
Can be anybody.
It can be anyone. It doesn't have to be necessarily
Can be.
someone from the football world, as Andy's just
VAR?
proven.
Norwich fans stealing the Ollie's at the wheel chant and making it sound shit. Probably never heard of the Stone Roses.
Can I do mine? I know it's not very original, but I'm going to do it anyway. I know you probably hate it, but Arsenal fans. It's do murder, man. It's just do. It's just like
I'd take my hat off to them, to be honest.
Fucking gold, that.
yes.
Don't lose your head, don't you? That.
That's quality.
Listen, Arsenal fans deserve everything they get.
This is what I mean. Like, right, listen, booing your captain. We've all agreed that Ashley Young ain't the greatest captain. I don't remember booing him, and I don't. We have boo players at Old Trafford. I'm not going to tell me.
They did in Singapore,
booing
didn't
your
they?
captain, and then just
Feel sorry
everything.
for him.
Singapore.
Yeah.
What?
Singapore.
I remember sitting there.
yeah,
It was a really
Yeah, but
jolly
that was
atmosphere.
different. That wasn't
yeah.
Old Trafford.
No, but it was a
at
really
Home.
jolly atmosphere, really
I remember
happy.
You was doing a fan
And I was
cams.
sat there, and I was like,
You actually had a go at him and you reviewed it. Yeah, I remember.
mate, I sat in my chair and I was screwing at everyone around me.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
All right then.
We're on holiday. Not booing on holiday.
At least we don't boo our captain at home. That's all I'll say. Not recently, anyway.
Um,
So yeah, I'm gonna go for them.
yeah, Wally of the week.
Yeah, because he
Arsenal
just,
fans.
no matter what, he always seems to just find a new level of stupidity to reach. Don't he?
What about Mike Love8 Glazer on Twitter? Have you seen it? Hope this helps.
Oh, no, I can't be. You know what? Sometimes I think some of them accounts are actually Glazer Stooge accounts.
Or like Liverpool fans
Like,
just trying to divide
I saw one of them
the fan base.
comparing United fans to Jimmy Savile because we were liking players and young players. I just think, really,
Yeah, that's kind of a little bit weird. Right, let's wrap this up. Thank you for tuning in to the Full Time Devils podcast. Make sure you're subscribing on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, Audio Boom, all that jazz. Andy Tate on Instagram. James is on Twitter.
I'm on Instagram as well.
And Instagram.
He's on Instagram, eh? You know,
Well,
down with
Lots
the
of
kids.
followers. I thought these old.
For the record,
Old
this is
guy.
a
Yeah, do you know how to
Cyprus
use
shirt.
Instagram at your age?
Yeah.
Hey, like you
Gets
say,
his grandson to help him.
your grandson help you out. Got a load of Tipex on the screen and all that.
No, I got one of those like idiot pens, like
Jay is on
DS
RFSH at
Yes,
Twitter.
red flag for him,
Also,
Mario.
yeah, Full Time Devils. We obviously have a YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. We obviously doing loads of stuff, but we've got a website now as well, FullTimeDevils.com, which has like player ratings, loads of little blogs. So we're now going into a written part of things, so you can have that side covered as well. If you fancy yourself as a writer, feel free to get in touch. We're always looking for people to participate in that. And it's a chance if you know, it's a little platform for people.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
If you don't want to jump in front of the camera, you can write something down, even if it's a one-off or something
send
you
us
want to
an
do every
email.
week or every
Join the
month.
community.
Obviously, if you're a bit gone and you're a bit wild, then don't bother. But yeah.